Yes, Avinash, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing?
Medicine, non-medicine.
Yeah, metals and non-metals. Still, where we are completed?
The amphoteric,
What?
amphoteric.
Amphoteric. So, metal oxides like aluminium and zinc. Okay, oxides are amphoteric. What is mean the amphoteric? What is mean the amphoteric?
Vectors, bases to produce salts and water are
No, no. What is meant by amphoteric? I am asking. So see here, similarly aluminium forms aluminium oxide. So when aluminium is reacting with oxygen, this forms aluminium oxide, and this aluminium oxide is amphoteric in nature. How it is?
amphoteric.
Amphoteric. So what is mean the amphoteric? What happened? You are not reading what? Amphoteric means what? Which can react with both acids and bases. What is mean the amphoteric? Which can react with both.
Acids and bases.
So generally the metallic oxides, metal oxides are basic in nature. How they are? Basic in nature, like acidic and basic. No, no. So generally they are basic in nature. Okay, but aluminum oxide and zinc oxide, these are amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric meaning is what? Which can react with both acids and bases, are called amphoteric amphoteric oxide. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So that is, so generally metal oxides are how they are basic in nature. So they can react only with acids. They can react with only with
Acids.
acids. For example, you say copper oxide is there, CuO. When it react, for example, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. So this is metal oxide, and this is acid. Sulfuric acid, you know, no? Okay, acid.
Yes, sir.
So now what happens? See, this hydrogen react with this oxygen, and this copper, okay, react with the sulfate. So CuSO4, copper sulfate, plus this hydrogen is combined with oxygen to form H2O. So here this is a salt and this is water. You know that H2O is water. So here when acids or when acids and bases react with each other, they form salt and water. So here it is like acting like a base. Okay, so it's acting like a base, reacting with acid, it is forming the salt and water. So generally metal oxides are basic in nature. How they are? Basic in nature. So they react with acids to form the salt and water. Okay, but aluminum oxide is not completely basic, but it is amphoteric. But it is what? Amphoteric. Amphoteric means what here? Normally, okay, they are basic, means what? They only react with the acids. But here this is amphoteric, so it can react with both acids and bases.
Base.
Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So that is this one. Okay. So here you see now. So here you see now reaction with oxygen. Some metal oxides like aluminium oxide, zinc oxide shows both acidic as well as basic behavior. So metal oxides like aluminium oxide and zinc oxide shows both acidic as well as basic. Generally what I said, generally metal oxides are what? Basic in nature.
Base.
So now they are here they are both behaves like acidic as well as basic in nature. So they can react with so such metal oxides react with both acids as well as bases. So they are reacting with acids also, they are reacting with the bases also to form salt and water. So such oxides are called amphoteric oxide. Is this clear to you? So see here, this amphoteric oxide, how can you say now? See here, aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide, it is reacting with the hydrochloric acid, so it is reacting with acid. Aluminium oxide is reacting with the sodium hydroxide. This is the base, so it's reacting with the acid also. It reacting with the base also to form the salts like aluminium chloride, sodium aluminate. Okay, so like this. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
These are called amphoteric oxides. Okay,
Okay, sir.
right. Now, okay, this is over. Now, next property. Most metal oxides are insoluble in water. So, metal oxides insoluble. What is the meaning of insoluble? What is meant by insoluble?
Inside, that
Insoluble means what? Which do not solve. Yes or no? So means which do not dissolve in water. They do not mix with the water. They do not dissolve in water. They are called insoluble. Okay, they are called insoluble. So most of the metal oxides are insoluble in water, but some of these metal oxide dissolves in water to form alkalis. Very important this one. To form what? Alkalis. So here example they are given. Sodium oxide. Formula is what? Na2O. This is the sodium oxide. And potassium oxide. See K2O. This is potassium oxide. When they are dissolving, okay. So when they are dissolving in water, they forming the bases. Okay, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide is what? Bases. Okay, so the bases which are soluble in water, bases which are soluble in water are called, okay, in water are called alkalis. What they are called?
alkalis.
Alkalis. Very important point. Note down this one. Okay, so write this point. Most metallic oxides are insoluble in water, but okay, some of these are dissolves in water to form alkalis. Note down. Example: sodium oxide and potassium oxide dissolves in water. Okay, so note down this point.
Yes. Amit.
Yeah, note down. Is it done?
1 minute.
Yeah, okay. After writing, you tell me.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I write examples also, sir?
Example. At least one example. Better write two examples, but at least one example you have to write. For everything, examples are very, very important.
Okay, sir. Completed, sir.
Completed? Now till now we discussed about the metals, how they react with oxygen. Yes. Now we are going to discuss how metals react with the water. Okay. So here you see metals react with water to form metal oxide and liberate the hydrogen. Generally, when the metal react with the water, then what it forms? Metal oxide and liberates, means releases the hydrogen. Okay. And metal oxides may also react with excess of water to form base, to form hydroxides, means base, and also liberate the hydrogen gas. So whenever metals react with oxygen, they releases the hydrogen gas. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
I'll explain with examples so that you can understand now. So see here, metal react with water to produce metal oxide and hydrogen gas. Okay. So example you see here now. This is K. K means what? Potassium. What is K? Potassium. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is reacting with water. Okay, it's reacting with the water and it is forming the hydroxide, means what? Base. Acha. So here you see this actually reaction will takes place in two ways. Okay. Now observe carefully here. For example, first what happens when metal react with water. Okay, so water. Can you see on the screen? Water. It form metal oxide. Okay, metal oxide plus hydrogen gas is released. Okay, hydrogen gas is released. Okay, one example I will say. For example, you see metal, well, let us take magnesium. What we are taking here? Magnesium. Okay, and water formula is what? H2O. Water formula is what? H2O. Now when this both mix combine, then what happens? This magnesium react with this oxygen to form MgO, like magnesium oxide. Okay. Now what is left here now? H2. So that hydrogen, see, hydrogen gas is liberating. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what happens here now in the second step? In the second step, this magnesium oxide is again reacting with the water. Okay. Now what it forms? MgOH taken twice. Magnesium hydroxide is forming. What is forming?
Magnesium.
Hydroxide, MgOH taken twice. Now you see, now these both reactions if I combine, so say for example, arrow marks left side I am writing together, arrow marks writing after writing right side writing together. So here you see left side I am writing magnesium plus here water is there, H2O. Okay. In the second reaction also left side I am writing what is there? Magnesium oxide, MgO, plus again water is there, water. So gives rise to. Now all right side I am writing. Here what I got? MgO plus what is here? Hydrogen. Now what is here? MgOH taken twice. Yes or no? This all arrow mark left side one. This all arrow marks right side one. Is this clear?
Yes.
Now what I do? See here left side also magnesium oxide is there, right side also magnesium oxide there. Can I cancel?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now what is left here? You see magnesium plus water and water. So total how many waters are there? 2 water molecules. Yes or no? This is plus. Okay. Now that gives us to what is left now? Magnesium hydroxide, MgOH taken twice plus hydrogen. Okay. So in this what you can come to know, here you see this reaction, magnesium reacting with water to form magnesium oxide and hydrogen. In this you can see magnesium water reacting with water forming magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen. So hydrogen is common. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
So magnesium means metals. See here, when metals react with water, they produces metallic oxide and hydrogen. Or metals, when they react with water, they can also forms okay, hydroxide means what, bases, okay, and releases the hydrogen gas. So metals can react with water in two ways. One way to form the oxides, other way to form the hydroxides. But in both the cases also they releases hydrogen gas. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So this is about this one. So what I do, I'll rub the what I written this just for your understanding I said. So now, okay, you take this after rubbing this one, you can take the screenshot and then you can okay, later you write. Otherwise I will say you can write one sentence only. Acha, I will dictate, you write. Okay, write reaction of metal with water as a side heading, you write reaction of metals with water. Have you written?
Reaction
Of metals with water, that is subheading, okay, like this heading, okay, subheading, okay. Now write
okay, sir.
now write metal react with water. Now down you write metal react with water
Yes, sir.
to form metal oxide or
Yes, sir.
metal hydroxide and releases hydrogen gas
Yes, sir.
Okay, now example you write okay, two examples you write. First example you write okay, first example you write like okay, write magnesium otherwise you write this directly, okay, write this reaction you write, okay, this one you write 2K plus H2O gives rise to 2KOH plus H2 and 2Na plus H2O gives rise to 2NaOH plus hydrogen. This reaction only you can write.
Complete.
So here you have to write one note here. Okay, write note. Somewhere you write one note. Below that one you write note. Okay, note. In this, like this, you write first point. Okay.
Okay.
More reactive elements such such as more reactive elements such as sodium and potassium, sodium and potassium, sodium and potassium,
Yes.
okay, react violently, react violently,
So react.
violently, here it is, here like this, violently
Yes.
with cold water, with cold water,
Yes.
next in the second note, second point.
Yes.
Now, the reaction of calcium, second point. The reaction of calcium, the reaction of calcium with water is less violent, is less violent, is less violent. Okay, the reaction of calcium with water is less violent, is less violent.
Yes.
Now third one you write, third one, metals like magnesium or metals such as magnesium, metals such as magnesium
Yes.
do not react with cold water, do not react with cold water, do not react with cold water, okay, but it react, but it react with hot water, with hot water to form, to form magnesium hydroxide, to form magnesium hydroxide, to form magnesium hydroxide. Okay, next point, next point, metals like aluminium, next point, metals like aluminium comma zinc, metals like aluminium comma zinc, metals like aluminium comma zinc do not react with, see on the board and write, metals like aluminium and zinc do not react with cold and hot water, cold or hot water, but they react with the, but they react with the, but they react with the steam, but they react with the steam to form, to form a metal oxide and hydrogen, to form a metal oxide and hydrogen. Okay, If you want to write, you can write this equation example. And last and final point you write. After this, last and final point what you write. Metals like I have written Avinash till here.
Yes, sir.
Last point now. Last point. Metals like copper, metals like copper, comma silver, and gold do not react with water at all. Do not react with water at all. Do not react with water at all.
Yes, sir.
Now from this what we come to know? Here what you come to know? So see here, I am writing here what you will come to know. Here for example, if you take some sodium, that is Na, and potassium, that is K, I will write one by one. Okay, potassium, and you take the calcium, or you take the magnesium, then you take the aluminium, okay, then you take the iron, then you take the zinc, and then you take the copper, then silver and gold. Okay, gold. So you are taking, these are the some of the metals. Can you see on the screen what I am writing?
Yes, sir.
Now if you observe that sodium and potassium, okay, react violently. Violently means what? Like explosive. Like explosive. Do you know the explosion?
Yes, sir.
If you take certain amount of sodium, you don't do this one, but for example, if you take certain amount of this much, okay, this much, can you see me? This much of sodium, and if you take one glass beaker, in that you take some water, and if you drop it, then what happens? Immediately catch the fire, so that glass beaker can explode. Okay. So this sodium and potassium are highly reactive, means more reactive. Okay, highly reactive. Is this clear? So they are very reactive. So that's what they can react. Okay, with water like explosion. Okay, they are highly exothermic reactions. Okay, so even sometimes if you have access, you can see in the YouTube also. Just you write sodium with water in the YouTube. Just put reaction of sodium with water. Then you can see there will be some videos where if you drop the sodium, so what happens? It will catch the fire. It will catch the fire. If more amount of sodium is dropped, that like explosion, like it will take place. Okay. So from this what we come to know, sodium and potassium are more reactive elements. Okay, more reactive. So that's what they can also react easily with cold water also. Even if put cold water also, they can catch the fire. In the water itself, the fire will come. Okay, actually that water will put off the fire. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But here if you drop the sodium in the water, the fire will come. Okay, so hence these are more reactive. Okay, these are more reactive. Right. Now then come to the calcium. Calcium also react with cold water, but here it is less violently, we studied. Yes or no? I gave that react less violently. The meaning is what? Calcium is less reactive than the sodium and potassium. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Now when you come to the calcium to magnesium, now magnesium do not react with cold water at all, but it react with what? Hot water. Means what? It's still less reactive than the calcium. It's still it still react, it is less reactive than the calcium, magnesium. That's what is reacting with the hot water. Now when you come to the aluminum, iron and zinc, they still less reactive, very less reactive than the magnesium. So they are not even react with the hot water, but they react with the steam. What is with the steam?
Steam.
Steam. S-T-A-M-E. Steam means what? When water boil, steam, you know, you don't know the steam. Steam means what? When you boil the water, then what it comes out?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the cooker?
Yes, sir.
So when your mom cook the rice in the cooker, then it will come whistle, you know.
Yes, sir.
At that when it coming the whistle, it come like that steam will come. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is a steam. So steam is very hot. Its temperature is more than 100 degrees Celsius. Yes or no? 100 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius, the water will boil. You know, no? So water will be converted into the steam. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So it requires some more temperature. Means what? It's less reactive. Now, if you come to the last and final, copper, silver and gold. If you come to the copper, silver and gold, they are not at all reacting with the water. Okay, they are not reacting with the cold water, they are not reacting with the hot water, they are not reacting with the steam, and they are not at all reacting with the water only. So the meaning is that so as you are moving like this, okay, top to bottom, the reactivity nature, okay, the reactivity nature of the metals will be decreases. Very important this one. Okay, all metals do not react with the same rate. All metals do not have the same reactivity nature. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So sodium and potassium like elements highly reactive. They produce a large amount of heat. So which produces large amount of heat, they are called exothermic reactions. What are called? Exo. Do you know endothermic and exothermic? Did you study anywhere?
No.
Okay. So the reaction in which heat is absorbed, they are called endothermic. The reaction in which heat is released, that is called exothermic. So here in this reactions, heat is releasing. So that's what these are called as a exothermic reaction. So here you can see here in the last reactions, you can see here you see heat energy. It is releasing the heat. So they are exothermic reaction. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So these are reactions are very, very important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I have written everything from this.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now we go to the here. So some experiment is there. You can see this experiment is that to show that metals means least reactive metals, they react with the steam. Okay. So here you see here this is one test tube, and in this I have taken some metal. So this is a metal. Okay, this is a metal piece. Okay, so metal sample, and here you see this is a cotton soaked with water. Soaked with water means water which is dipped inside the water. Okay, now that is kept here. Now with the help of burner they are heating here. On heating, what happens? Water get boiled and water converted into the steam. Water converted into steam. So this steam passes like this. Now it will react with this metal. Okay, so this, okay, for example, if you are taking aluminum here, so and this is a water vapor, means this is a steam. So this steam is reacting with the aluminum. So when steam is reacting with aluminum, then what happens here? Aluminum oxide is formed. Okay, here aluminum oxide is formed, and in this what is released? Hydrogen gas is released. Okay, so this hydrogen gas through this tube, okay, this is called delivery tube, and enters into this water. Okay, now this hydrogen gas okay, comes in the form of bubble and it is stored here. So the okay, hydrogen gases comes in the form of bubble in the water, and it will downward displacement of water, means what, water is coming down and hydrogen is going up. So here the hydrogen gas is collected. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now how do you test the hydrogen? How do you test the hydrogen?
Yes, sir.
When you how do you test the hydrogen means when you bring the matchstick, burning matchstick near the hydrogen gas. When you bring the burning matchstick near the hydrogen gas, that matchstick will put off with pop sound. It will give put sound and it will put off. But if more hydrogen is there, that will burn with the blue flame. That will burn with the
Blue flame.
so this all you have to know. Okay, so this is about the reaction of metals with the water. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So if anyone asks like which of the following metal react with cold water, then immediately I have to say that sodium, potassium can react with cold water. Which of the element react with hot water? So magnesium can react with hot water. Which of the metals react with the steam? Aluminium, zinc, iron can react with the steam. Which elements do not react with water at all? What are the example?
Gold.
Silver, copper, gold. Okay, do not react with. And similarly, if the 4 elements will be given, you think 4 metals will be given. For example, okay, it will be given like 4 metals are given. One is copper, one is magnesium, one is sodium, and one is zinc. Like this, 4 metals are given. If they ask you to pick up which is the highly reactive, which is the more reactive element, so which can we pick up the more reactive element?
Yeah.
Copper, magnesium, sodium, zinc. In this, which can sodium. If they ask you like which of the following metal you pick up the least reactive metal, then which one can you pick up?
Zinc.
Copper. Copper is least reactive. Zinc is here. Copper is still down. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So copper you have to pick up. Okay. So okay, till here. Okay, for today, understood everything?
Yes, sir.
This you have to read, because this reactivity series it will carry forward in the next okay slides also. This reactivity series, this is called reactivity series. This reactivity series will be carry forward in the next classes. At that time, I will ask you, okay, what is the which metal is more reactive, which metal is least reactive. Okay, you have to see. Is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So with this, today we stop. In the next class, we continue with the same lesson. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then bye.
Bye, sir. Sir, this Saturday had test, sir.
No. Okay, we'll tell you when the test will be.
Okay, sir.
Generally, we try to keep in the last week of every month. Okay, I'll tell. If it is there, I will inform you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then bye.